Laudetur Jesus Christus, praise be Jesus Christ. It is the 5th Sunday of Lent, and soon it will be Holy Week, and before you know it, Easter will be upon us. Welcome to the recitation of the Angelus, coming to you live from St. Peter's Square, here in the Vatican. As he does every Sunday at noon Rome time, Pope Francis will soon lead us into the traditional Marian prayer of the Angelus from his study in the Apostolic Palace of the Vatican. At the end of the recitation of the Angelus prayer, the Holy Father will impart his apostolic blessing on all of us. My name is Father Paul Samasumo, and on behalf of Vatican Media, I would like to acknowledge and welcome all of you tuned in to this broadcast on our various Vatican social media channels, or are linked to our website, vaticannews.va. Some of you are listening to shortwave radio, or perhaps you are following us on our local religious or diocesan TV or radio station. Wherever you are, in your car, at home, work, convent, parish house, or church, welcome. A very special welcome to our official partner radio and television stations of Catholic TV, Catholic Faith Network in America, Shalom World TV, EWTN Television, Salt and Light TV, at Madashan TV, as well as listeners of Luminous Radio India, Radio Maria England, and Radio Maria Papua New Guinea. You will find more information and details of this Angelus today on our website, vaticannews.va. Wednesday, 13th March was the 11th anniversary of Pope Francis's election as Pope and Bishop of Rome. For this week, on Tuesday 19th, Feast of St. Joseph, will mark the 11th anniversary of his installation as Pope. This is the day that Pope Francis formally took up the Petrine ministry. Apart from appeals for peace, Pope Francis is many things to many of us. The world's ecological crisis, care for each other, and solidarity with those suffering are some of Pope Francis's big themes. The other is his unshaken concern for migrants. Then there is the theme of mercy. That is something that has been central to this pontificate. Minorities and those on the periphery are important to this Pope. We have seen this, for example, by his choice of countries for papal visits. Pope Francis is known to spend time in the silence of his room, praying. We are told he prays for the world and the various wounds that afflict our world. In his room, he keeps crosses, crucifixes, icons, and other objects representative of the wounded nation that these objects come from. Almost every week we hear this Pope his untiring voice, appealing for peace at the General Wednesday audience or Angelus, for peace in Ukraine, Gaza, and other suffering spots of the world. And there is the Holy Father, Pope Francis, at the window of his study, ready to lead us into the Angelus of today. Dear brothers and sisters, buongiorno. Today, 5th Sunday of Lent, as we draw close to Holy Week, Jesus in the Gospel tells us something important. What does he say? That on the cross we will see his glory and that of the Father. But how is it possible that the glory of God manifests itself right there on the cross? One would think this happened in the resurrection, not on the cross, which is a defeat, a failure. Instead, today, Jesus, talking about his passion, says, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified." What does he mean? He means that glory for God does not correspond to human success, fame, popularity. It has, for God, it has nothing self-referential about it. It's not a grandiose manifestation of power to be followed by public applause. For God, glory is to love up to the point of giving one's life. Glorification for him means giving himself, making himself accessible, offering his love, and this reached its culmination on the cross, where Jesus, on the cross, extended God's love to the maximum, fully revealing the face of mercy, giving us life and forgiving those who crucified him. Brothers and sisters, from the cross, the cathedral of God, the Lord teaches us that true glory, that which never fades and makes us happy, is made up of giving and forgiveness. Giving and forgiveness are the essence of the glory of God. And for us, they are the way of life. Giving and forgiveness, very different criteria to what we see around us and also within us. When we think of glory as something to receive rather than to give. Something to possess instead of something to offer. No, but worldly glory fades and does not leave joy in the heart of the heart, does not even lead to the good of all, but rather to division, discord, and envy. And so we can ask ourselves, what is the glory I desire for myself, for my life, that I dream of? For my future, is that of impressing others with my prowess, my abilities, or the things I possess, or the path of giving and forgiving, that of the crucified Jesus, which is the way of those who never tire of loving, confident that this bears witness to God in the world. It makes the beauty of life shine. Let us remember that when we give and forgive, God's glory shines in us. Proprio, just there, when we forgive and give. May the Blessed Virgin Mary, who followed Jesus faithfully to the hour of his passion, help us be living reflections of the love of Jesus. The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary,
Benedicta tui mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ancilla Domini.
Fiat mi secundum verbum tuum.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Et verbum caro factum est.
Et habitavit in nobis.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ora pro nobis, Santa Dei Genitrix.
Udini et ficiamur promissionibus Christi.
Gratia tua, quae sumus Domine, mentibus nostris infunde, che Angelo Nunziante, Christi Fili Tui, incarnazione coniovi, per passione meius et crucem, a resurrezione gloriam perducamur, per Christum Dominum nostrum.
Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Pro fidelibus defuntis, requiem aeternam dona eis Domine.
Et lux perpetua luce Teis.
Requiescant in pace.
Amen.
Sit nomen Domini benedictum.
Ex hoc nunc et usque in saeculum.
Aiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini.
Qui fecit caelum et terram.
Benedicat vos, omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.
Amen.
there we are. We have just received the apostolic blessing from the Holy Father, Pope
Cari
Francis.
fratelli e sorelle,
Dear brothers and
ho
sisters,
appreso con sollievo che ad Haiti sono stati liberati un insegnante del
I've
quarto delle serve religiose
received with
dell'Istituto
joy
Frère du Sacré-Cœur,
the
rapiti
fact
lo
that
scorso
some
23 febbraio.
religious who were
Chiedo che siano
kidnapped on the
liberati al più
23rd
presto
of
gli altri due
February
religiosi e
have
tutte
been
le persone ancora sotto sequestro
liberated,
in
and I hope that
quell'amato
those who are
paese
still
provato
being
da tanta
captive in
violenza.
Haiti will also
Invito tutti gli attori e politici
will
sociali
also
a abbandonare
be
ogni
released.
interesse
And
particolare
I appeal
e a
to
impegnarsi in
politicians
spirito solidale
to
nella ricerca del bene comune,
look for the common
sostenendo
good of
una
Haiti
transizione serena
and
verso un paese che,
have
con l'aiuto
a
della
serene
comunità
transition
internazionale,
in
sia
Haiti,
dotato di solide istituzioni
so that
capaci di riportare
the
l'ordine e la
institutions
tranquillità
of law
sui
will bring
cittadini.
order for the people of Haiti.
Continuiamo a pregare per le popolazioni martoriate della
And I
guerra,
continue to pray for the martyred
Ucraina,
people of
Palestina,
Ukraine and
Israele,
Palestine,
il Sud
the
Sudan.
Israel and
E non
South Sudan.
dimentichiamo la Siria,
And we do not forget Syria,
paese
a
che
country
soffre tanto
that is
per la
suffering
guerra da tempo.
from war for a long time.
Saluto tutti voi che
Greetings
siete
to all of
venuti da
you
Roma,
who have come
dall'Italia e da tante
in
parti
Rome
del
from
mondo.
different parts of the world.
In particolare saluto gli studenti spagnoli della
The
rete di residenze
Spanish
universitarie
students
CAM Plus.
and the Holy Father, as he does every Sunday
I gruppi
after the
parrocchiali di
Angelus,
Madrid,
greeting the various pilgrims
Pescara,
who are here,
Chieti,
but
Rotondo
making a passionate appeal for Haiti
e della
and
parrocchia di San Giovanni
expressing
di
his joy
Leonardo
for
in
those
Roma.
that the religious who were
Saluto la
released, who had
cooperativa
been kidnapped,
sociale San Giuseppe
and
di
praying that
Como,
those that are still
i
being
bambini
held
di
captive in
Perugia,
Haiti will also be
i
released,
giovani di
and praying for a
Bologna,
peaceful
in
transition
cammino verso la
in
professione
Haiti.
di fede, e i ragazzi della Cresima di Pavia, Iolo di Prato e Cavaillon Veronese. Accolgo con piacere i partecipanti alla maratona di Roma.
And the Holy Father making a special mention of the Run Rome Marathon today. We started from the famous Roman Imperial Forum and culminated in St. Peter's Square. That this marathon will be a source of hope for sharing.
Per favore, non dimenticatevi di pregare per me.
I wish you all a lovely Sunday, and please do not forget to pray for me. Enjoy your lunch, and arrivederci. And this brings us to the end of the Angelus for this, the fifth Sunday of Lent. I'm Father Paul Samasumo on behalf of Vatican Media. Thank you for joining Pope Francis for the recitation of the Angelus today. Thank you to our technicians and partner broadcasters of Catholic Television, Catholic Faith Network in America, and Shalom TV, EWTN Television, Salt and Light TV, Atmadashan TV, as well as listeners of Luminous Radio India, Radio Maria England, and Radio Maria Papua New Guinea. Enjoy the rest of your day. Praise be Jesus Christ. Laudetur Jesus Christus.